Hi there, my name is Manda Carr. I'm one of the reference librarians in the adult department at the Lakeville District Library. You might recognize me from the Adult Services reference desk, but since I'm working remotely, welcome to my dining room and kitchen. So what we're hoping to do over the next couple of weeks is do some book recommendations with you via social media and hopefully send you on your way to do some exploring, do some reading, and utilizing our resources that are available to you while we're closed. So the first thing I wanted to do is just mention the title of our book. We're going to be doing The Book Woman of Troublesome Creek today, and it's written by Kim Michele Richardson. Try to get this lined up for you. And to describe this in the most simplest of terms, it's the story of a woman who is a pack horse librarian in 1930s Appalachia and some of the trouble she gets herself into, and about some of the relationships she gets into because of her work as a pack horse librarian. The Pack Horse Library program was something that kind of was birthed under FDR's WPA program, which in the 1930s provided money and resources to different things that were seen as needs in communities across the United States during the Great Depression. So our Pack Horse Librarian, her job was to take resources from the small town rural library to patrons in very kind of far-flung rural and sometimes impoverished areas. And why that book sort of felt apropos to me right now is that much like our main character, Cussie Mary Carter, who was kind of scrambling, trying to learn how to best serve her community, it feels like librarians right now, we're sort of doing this sort of dance and struggle ourselves, trying to figure out how to best serve our patrons during quarantine time. So what I love about historical fiction, which historical fiction is generally something that's set about 50 years before the author's alive, or just a time period far before the author's alive, is historical fiction kind of, I feel like it takes you on this fantastic journey. I like to sit with a pen and pencil nearby, a pencil and paper nearby, and just write down different things I want to look up when I'm done with the book and read more about. I wanted to learn more about the Pack Horse Library. I wanted to learn more about FDR and some of the WPA programs that came about during his administration. I wanted to learn more about what the Blue People of Kentucky are, and I'll leave that. I won't say much more about that. I'll kind of leave that for you to Google and learn more about, because it's fantastically interesting, and one of our characters in the book suffers from this blue disease. So couple of Readalikes to see if you're still not sure if I haven't sold you yet on this book. I'll list a couple titles of Readalike books that you may have read and enjoyed, and you'll know, hey, I love this book, so I'm definitely going to love The Book Woman of Troublesome Creek. Some Readalikes are If the Creek Don't Rise by Leah Weiss, The Book Charmer by Karen Hawkins, and Anything is Possible by Elizabeth Strout. Elizabeth Strout is really well known for her Olive Kittredge series of books. There's two now. The newest one has just come out. I think it's called Olive again. So last thing I wanted to mention about our book title today is it is available on Hoopla. Hoopla is a fantastic app you can download to your computer or any of your smart devices. And so you can download ebooks, e-audiobooks, graphic novels, movies, music. It's fantastic. And the most important thing to remember about Hoopla today is you can get anything on Hoopla. If you see it's available, it is available right now. You don't have to put it on hold. You don't have to wait for it. So very important service during quarantine. If you see it on Hoopla, you can get it today. If you have any questions on how to access Hoopla, you will need an email address and you'll need your Lakeville District card. If you don't have your card, it's okay. We are doing temporary cards during quarantine. Any questions you have about getting a temporary card or just any other reference questions the librarians can help you with, we are still checking our email. We are still answering calls and getting back to patrons within the day to get answers to you while we're closed. The Ref Desk email is refdesk@lvdl.org. That's refdesk@lvdl.org. Our phone number is 847-356-7711. You think I'd have this memorized after working at the library for almost 2 years, but I don't. So thank you very much for your time. I hope to see you again in the next weeks. Take care of yourself during quarantine. Be safe. Happy reading, and I'll see you later.